He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
An advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
And what she revealed next might just take down half of Hollywood. Not only did she drag him for allegedly risking her entire life, but she also came with a list of men, some of your favorite rappers and celebs, who she claims Diddy infected too. And the wildest part? It looks like she's got some receipts, leaked videos, messages, and even testimonies from the courtroom. It's starting to look like a full-blown public health crisis. Nothing freak or fake about it. And Young Miami is not holding back. Now, Young Miami had been bragging for years that she'd never betray Diddy, because, in her words, they go together real bad. But apparently that HIV news was the final straw, because this time she's snitching, and the streets are eating it up. So, who exactly did Diddy allegedly pass the virus to? And why has everyone been silent until now? Let's break it down. Young Miami exposing Diddy for having HIV definitely wasn't on our 2025 bingo cards. But then again, here we are. What happened exactly? We're not sure yet, but things are getting crazy out there. Fans were shocked when Young Miami went on a tirade on Twitter, declaring that she would never share her next man. She tweeted, "I'm not sharing my next man." At first, people assumed she was just jealous, especially after Diddy's trial revealed he had been sleeping with way more people than anyone had imagined. But soon, the real reason for her anger became clear. She allegedly discovered that Diddy had contracted HIV from sleeping around, and that he had passed it on to others, including Young Miami herself. As soon as she found out, she completely flipped, dragging Diddy all over social media and accusing him of putting her life in danger. But here's where it gets interesting. Word on the street is that the only reason Young Miami found out about the situation was because she had to get tested after starting to date someone new post-Diddy. No one knows for sure who the new boyfriend is, but there are rumors swirling that it might be Stefan Diggs, not Cardi's man. And honestly, it kind of makes sense because she and Stefan were rumored to have had a little something a few months ago. Before Diddy got with Cardi, things were already messy. But what really triggered Young Miami's meltdown wasn't just Diddy creeping. It was the shocking test result that came after her rumored new man, Stefan Diggs, allegedly asked her to get tested. According to fans, Stefan was so spooked by the result, which reportedly revealed she had HIV, that he dumped her immediately. But what's strange is that Young Miami didn't publicly freak out about it until she found out just how many people Diddy had been sleeping with. That's when she completely lost it. Now everyone's asking, did she really go off because Diddy put her health in danger? Or was it just jealousy over his other relationships? Whatever the real reason is, one thing's clear. Young Miami is furious, and her next move might just shock everyone. She's acting a little unhinged right now, and whether it's jealousy or genuine fear, she's allegedly mad enough to start leaking explosive news about other men Diddy may have passed HIV to. We already thought Diddy sleeping around was bad, but according to Young Miami, it's way deeper than that. Looks like Diddy was out here being a full-blown public health hazard. Somebody call HIPAA. But before we dive into all that, let's talk about something wild. The public already suspected Diddy had HIV before Young Miami's bold claims. Yes, there were already whispers and reports suggesting something was seriously wrong with him. So how did people figure it out? Well, it all started when Diddy made his first court appearance. Y'all remember how everyone kept pointing out how much skinnier he looked than usual? At first, fans blamed it on stress, understandable given the legal drama. But Diddy's drastic weight loss got people thinking there was more to the story. From there, the rumors came in fast. People began to question whether this was really just courtroom pressure, or the fallout of his crumbling lifestyle, or if it was something health-related. And it didn't take long before those quiet whispers turned into full-blown speculation that Diddy might be dealing with something way more serious like HIV. Things really began to escalate when some fans started claiming they had come across one of Diddy's medical reports, allegedly from his time in prison. Back in February, Diddy was reportedly rushed to the hospital from prison, and according to these fans, that's when an HIV test was supposedly done. They claim the medical report confirmed all the whispers, that Diddy tested positive for HIV. So yeah, there were already suspicions about Diddy's health before Young Miami went off on social media. But like I mentioned earlier, Young Miami didn't just try to expose his status. She also allegedly revealed a long list of male partners who she claims Diddy may have infected. When fans started putting two and two together, things got even darker. The story took a wild turn straight back to Eazy. According to rumors, Diddy allegedly contracted HIV from Eazy-E. And if that's true, considering Eazy-E passed away in 1995, that would mean Diddy may have been living with the virus for nearly 30 years. That's shocking in itself, but what makes it even wilder is that Eazy-E was a West Coast legend, while Diddy was firmly East Coast. But the word on the streets is, their affair allegedly happened before the East Coast versus West Coast rap beef ever began. Some people even go as far as to say that Eazy allegedly gave Diddy HIV, and that this may have even contributed to the infamous East Coast versus West Coast beef. But hey, y'all didn't hear that from me. What's re? And multiple people in the industry have called BS on those pneumonia claims. For instance, check out that old Eazy interview where BG Knockout claimed that Eazy didn't just pass away. He was unalived. According to some reports, Diddy allegedly had Eazy taken out after finding out that Eazy had infected him with HIV. Naturally, we were all like, damn, it could be true. But after we buried Eazy-E and started really thinking things through, stuff just wasn't adding up. One of the G Homie sisters, someone Eazy had been with for years, didn't have HIV. So we asked around. She don't got it? Then we found out he had just had a baby, and guess what? The baby didn't have it either. That's when we were like, hold the F up. Something wasn't right. Like, if he really had HIV, how is it that his longtime partner and newborn baby are both completely clean? So yeah, we all started to feel like something else happened. And to this day, a lot of people still think that way. But back to Young Miami and her list of alleged victims. Turns out she wasn't just talking trash, because Jaguar Wright also came forward claiming that Diddy had HIV. While she didn't say how he contracted it, she alleged that he had passed the virus on to more than 20 men. Y'all listen. I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having a lot of women was just the start. Ruko or wa apna kam rukaya nahi. Wo advocate hi. Nahi wo bi kia magarsuno. Usn apni halit kasamna kia. Kitni log ace hain jo HIV kabajit undetectable hain? Chaloyar, maineje hai 20 nam bata sakta hunjinka bear main kesakun or koi mui case nahi kar sakta. Tohan lakta hai Craig Mac kaber main jo Young Miami nikaha, wo sahida. Or chalo uski list p wapas 8 hain. Jime pala nam the Craig Mac. Yes surprise wali bat nahi. Kyunki hum sabjanti hain ka Craig Mac kohiv the jabwag user gaya. Or Young Miami commutabik. Craig kohiv allegedly Diddy any dia. Diddy. Lekin Craig ki kahani thodi cause hai kyunki wo bad boy records ka pala artist the. Young Miami Kate Hain Kadidi Any Craig Ko Zabardasti Apni Karib Risht Main Daldia. Or Uski Bad Sab Kuch Karab Hon Laga. Or Badr Bikofnak Hojadi Hai. Kyunki Young Miami and Bikahaka Craig Nebraska Diddy Ko Expose Karn Ki Koshish Ki. Lekin Diddy use Damki Di Kachup Rahi. Craig wanted to expose Diddy for infecting him, but Diddy allegedly threatened him to keep quiet. What's interesting is that, just a few months before he died, Craig revealed he had been threatened by a very powerful man. Unfortunately, Craig passed away in 2018 due to complications from HIV. If you thought things were messy before, it's about to get even worse, because Young Miami also claimed that Diddy allegedly gave Will Smith HIV. According to her, this is the real reason behind Will's separation from Jada. You remember Jada's revelations about their separation, right? In a 2023 interview, she said, in 2016, you and Will decided to live completely separate lives. It wasn't a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce. So from 2016, which is 7 years ago now, yes, y'all have been apart. At the time, most people thought the separation was because of some drama with August Alsina and Jada's way of humiliating Will. But according to Miami, the real reason was that Will had allegedly been sleeping around with multiple men and women, including Diddy. Remember those viral blind items about Diddy and Will sneaking off together? Now Miami's claims are bringing those rumors back into the spotlight. Miami says Jada found out that Will had contracted HIV from Diddy, and she wasn't about to expose herself to the virus. Here's where it gets spicy. Just a few hours after Miami made those claims about Will, the couple suddenly announced they were finally getting a divorce. Of course, they spun it as if Will was the one filing for divorce, but that's not the whole story. But if you thou. Now, this isn't that shocking given their close friendship, but young Miami isn't sparing anybody. This one is really spicy though. According to young Miami, not only did Saucy Santana allegedly have an affair with Diddy, but Diddy also allegedly pimped Santana out to his other friends. Y'all remember Jane Doe's testimony about seeing Santana at one of those infamous Diddy freakoffs? Jane Doe claimed that Saucy Santana allegedly gets paid to entertain rappers, and I think y'all can read between the lines on that one. She said she first met Saucy Santana at one of Diddy's wild parties, where he was allegedly working as an escort. But then she ran into him again at a different freak-off, this time hosted by another huge rapper, which just proves Miami was telling the truth. Young Miami ini bilkul sahi kahada ka Diddy ini Saucy Santana ko pimp kia. Or suna hai ka Miami ka mutabik, Santana ini Jane Doe ki but bi Diddy ko bata dt. Tak apni wafadari sabit kar sake. Lekin yahan kadam nahi hodi dasto. Miami Kate Hain ka Santana Diddy kuitni loyal the ka use pata the ka Diddy ko HIV high. Magarus Miami ko kuch nahi bataya. Agar ap sak rahi hain ka wo isa kyan kar rahada. Tawaja yati ka wo Miami esi badla lina chata the. Kyanki Miami any uski or Diddy ka rishte ko expose kia the. JSK waja esi fans ini Santana ko bura bala kaha. Agar yesab sach hai to yi bat sach main dishatnak hai. Santana ini kud ek interview main b is bot ka azar kia the. Aye sunt hainek koda hissa. Womir kalaf kyang kar rahi hain? Tum Miami ko janti ho? Nahi wo nahi kardi. Han kardi hai. Wo tum hair bear main kia kati hai? Bahut kuch. Nahi kardi. Wo mary personal batten denaya kasamni la rahi hai. Isai lia main ini shurukia. Wo bes mir ke rishte dunya kasamni la rahi hai. To tum cheating kardi ho? Nahi main kai logon ko date kar rahada. Isa lagda hai young Miami ini apni badla lali. Lagda hayasan Santana ka HIV status ko expose cardia. Joka bohat hai messy bot hai. Or yes surf Santana tak medit nahi hai. Miami ka pas or be logon key list hai gene hone allegedly Diddy ka soth rishta rockni ka bad HIV test positive aya. Miami Katie hai ka wo ya information batches main release karegi or tab tak rakegi nahi jab tak sablog. Expose na ho jayan. Lekin bodit ni jaldi escalate ho rahi hai jitna hum sosha bi nahi the. Ab kabron kamutabik will Smith young Miami ka kalaf case file karnja rahi hain. Kyanki wo unka medical status leak karn ki koshish kar rahi hain. Jishi ki medical information leak karna illegal hoda hai. Or Miami ko jail bi ho sakdi hai. Mui bateo ka AAP log is bear main kia sakdi ho? Kia young Miami yasab is lia kar rahi hai kyanki wo jelan main hai kadidi uski soth cheating kar rahada? Yafur wo public health ka kyle rock rahi hai? Apni rai comments main zero or dine? Or fur is next video ko zero or check carrion. Music.